Hello, everybody! Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome, one and all. Welcome to the stream. We're back. We're here. We did it. We made it. We made it. To Wednesday, everyone. I wasn't sure I was going to. I'm tired. Worn out, man. Everybody assumed it's because of the baby, which is honestly a fair shake. I guess it is a little bit because of the baby, but not entirely. So our house has a security system. Part of the security system is it has a little chime on all the doors. So if a door that leads outside is opened, a little chime goes off. And I had a dream that the chime went off. And the shock of that woke me up. And not only did the chime go off, but the baby started crying. And so those two things together made me go, ugh, and wake up from my sleep. And the baby was actually crying. Which was, I was like, oh, that was a real sound. That wasn't a dream. And then I thought, well, wait a minute. If the baby crying was a real sound, then was the door chime a real sound? Is one of our doors open? And like, here's the other part of this is when you have like the Ring doorbell. That's what we have on the front. Came with the house. I don't know why I needed to include that. It's like I'm embarrassed that I have one. Like who cares? But anyway. When you have a Ring doorbell, you get this like neighborhood notice where if like something bad happens in your neighborhood or something strange in your neighborhood, you don't have to call anybody. You just post it to the neighborhood app and it tells everybody within a certain radius like, hey, somebody tried to break into my car. Hey, there's a dog outside. Hey, whatever. And so we recently... part of the reason we put up some new cameras, we got a lock for the side of the yard, and part of what encouraged that was we started getting some neighborhood reports about somebody said that there was someone at about 3 a.m. trying to go into their back fence or into their house. They were testing the door, and they tried to open the door at night. And so all that immediately pops into my head, right? I'm like, there's somebody that's, not very far away. They were reporting people trying to get into their home at night. And now I hear this chime. Maybe it was a dream. Maybe it was in real life. I don't know. Immediately I go from sleepy to like wide awake. We're in action mode. We gotta do stuff. So I'm immediately checking cameras. Is there anybody on cameras? Did anything get picked up? Then it's going out. I'm checking the doors. All the doors are locked. Everything seems fine. So the problem was I legitimately did dream the door part, but the baby was awake and making sounds. So then I had to get the baby a bottle. And then when I laid the baby down, I was too awake at that point. And that was 4 a.m. And I had only slept for about 3 hours total. So I am tired, is the moral of the story, is where we've wound up on this tale. And yeah, sometimes with additional security comes insecurity. That's the real moral. You gotta be careful. You gotta be aware. So I am I'm tired. That's where we wound up with it. But I definitely wanted to play today, I guess. So every now and then I'll kind of like pop in. There's a walkthrough that I sort of check for Final Fantasies while I play this. I've mentioned this before. For some of the Final Fantasies, I follow the walkthrough pretty tightly. If I feel like it's being a bit obscure and I don't know where to go. For ones like this one, I don't really follow the walkthrough, but I will occasionally check in to see if there's any side quests worth checking out, or if there are, get a rough idea of where I'm at, you know, within the story, within the context. And specifically with 9, where it doesn't really do any, like, big shifts, where it's like, okay, here's a save just out of nowhere. It's a little harder to tell when the disc change is for the game. And so I guess we're actually pretty close to the end of the second disc, which is very exciting. You know, that's about halfway, and or so. And so I'm pretty excited about the progress we're making on the game. That was a pleasant surprise, and as a result, I really wanted to do this stream because I wanna hit that point. You know, we're gonna do core tomorrow, so this will be it until Friday, and the Friday stream is in jeopardy. I will say that. It's not canceled, but it's in jeopardy. We are hosting a sleepover, which makes me want to stream more, for sure. But it does mean that, you know, I feel more guilty about leaving my wife to the devices of children. Like, that's grossly outnumbered. We're already outnumbered. That's grossly outnumbered. And so I may need to act as support, and if that is the case, the stream will end up being canceled. But I don't want to. We'll just sort of see how it goes. Play it by ear. Have you tried hitting them? What, the children? No, it's frowned upon in many circles. Ring doorbells and Arlo cameras, a lot of overload if stuff triggers them, like a cat that triggers multiples as they run across your yard. Yeah, I mean, it could be. Like, you know, per the cameras, nothing really got picked up around that time. It could have just been like a power spike or something. It may not have actually gone off at all. Like, look, my brain loves to try and get one over on me when it comes to dreams. It was one of those things where, you know, in movies where someone has a nightmare and then they sit up in bed and they go, ugh. Oh, good, it was just a dream, and then something bad happens to him again, and then they sit up in bed again and go, oh, it was just a dream. Well, for the longest time, I always assumed that that was just a way to try and scare the audience, that was not a thing that actually happened to people, that the fake wake-up freak-out was made up. And no, it's not. I have actually had one of those, where I had a nightmare when I was very young, and woke up from that nightmare and was like, oh my gosh, that was scary. I have to go to the bathroom. At the time, again, I was a kid. Not that it matters. You can be an adult and have a bunk bed. I'm not going to judge you. But at the time, I had a bunk bed, and I crawled to the edge of the bunk bed, and then the creature from the nightmare popped up over the side of my bunk bed, and I sat up again in bed. So I didn't know that that was a thing that could actually happen. I thought that was just a movie thing, but it turns out it can actually happen. And it was awful. So my brain really likes to try and win the fight. It doesn't usually succeed. I've been able to sort of, what is it? It's got an actual name where you can control your dreams. Lucid dreaming. I've been able to lucid dream for a long time, so nightmares have not really been an issue for a long while. Although I did get to a point in life where I found nightmares entertaining because I didn't have to worry too much about them. And because they were entertaining, more often than not, I would just let them play out. And then eventually I just stopped having nightmares altogether. And it's only been recently, like I had a stint from, like, I don't know, I would have been probably out of high school by then, or, you know, probably just out of high school, all the way up into like my 30s. I didn't have a single nightmare. And then it was like my brain was just like, hey, you know what we haven't had for a while? A nightmare. Let's throw a real doozy of one at him and see how he does. And I was out of practice, and I was not prepared. It scared the shit out of me. It was like out of nowhere, just like, hey, here's one of these. Remember what it's like? And it was terrifying. And ever since then, it's been a little more of a give and take type situation where, occasionally my brain will throw a freaky dream at me. Once I realize it's a dream, like some people can, I can kind of take control of it and steer it away from being anything too crazy. But I've always been the kind of person that has been weird with dreams. Nobody likes to have their dreams explained to them, but on the times where I have decided to annoy people by telling them what happened in my dream, they've always said, you have really, like, vivid, weird dreams. And I was like, really? It didn't seem that way to me, because it's all I've ever known. But it's always been a weird thing for me. So it's not uncommon for my brain to mess with me, and I hope that the trend of hearing the chime go off does not become a regular thing, which now, because I'm thinking about it, it probably will become a regular thing. But we'll just have to find a way to deal with that. It's easy to deal with a nightmare. It's hard to deal with your brain going like, hey, how about this? Somebody's in your house. What do you think of that? That's a harder thing to fight. If the dream actually put someone in my house, I could do something about it. But if the dream's just like suggesting it as like a scary thought, there's not a lot I can do with it. So that's why I'm tired. But I drank coffee and soda, and I've got a bag of candy corns right here, because Halloween's about, and I feel like you should always get a bag of candy corns when Halloween is about to happen. So I'm well prepared to deal with the fatigue, at least until I crash from the sugar and caffeine in a couple hours. Then it's going to be bad. Possible phantom chimes, he's not entirely sure. Accurate, yeah. I don't know. Could have sworn I heard him, but maybe I didn't. But maybe I did. But maybe I didn't. There's nothing on the cameras. The doors were all locked. Everything was chill. Candy corn, why did it have to be candy corn? Because candy corn is delicious. Look, everybody who complains about candy corn, I am convinced is eating old candy corn, which I agree is not good. But you get fresh, seasonal candy corns, they're all right. Like there's no chewing really, just kind of melts, just kind of goes. It's fine. Candy corn. I used to hate them, so, I'm with you. But I developed a taste for it. If old equals waxy, then I agree. Yeah, these don't seem waxy to me. Like, you gotta get the right kind. I'm sure there are people at some bootleg-ass candy corn shop that are like, man, we can do that, that are just throwing together some shitty recipe that barely works and barely functions and is definitely not even really edible. But this is some quality candy corn, fresh off the line. Nothing waxy about it. It's just delicious. And it does get a bad rap. And honestly, most of the bad rap it gets is deserved. There are bad candy corns out there. And also, nobody, I don't care how good or fresh the candy corn is, nobody wants to look at the bottom of their Halloween bag and see a bunch of loose candy corn at the bottom of their bag. That's unacceptable. But you get a bag of it, it's okay. Place I used to work had a door beep that I would hear go off all the time. A constant level of paranoia existed. Yeah, I used to, when I worked in retail, we had that too. And I would hear the amount of times I would be in the back doing something because I was the only person working and just going, all right, well, I'll hear the chime if somebody comes in. And I'd hear that chime like 7 times before I actually heard the chime. And it drives you crazy. It really does. Like, it just makes you, it makes you nuts. It makes me want to turn the chime off, but, you know, as a parent, I appreciate its existence, right? It's good to know. It's good to have. It is a level of security. Sometimes it's annoying when you want to go out to the freezer that's in the garage and get yourself maybe a little treat from the freezer. And you're like, well, everybody's going to hear the stupid chime and I'm going to have to explain myself. I don't want to. I shouldn't have to explain myself in my own damn house, but it happens. You know, so it's got its downsides for sure. But, you know, the baby is just getting to where he can reach, like, door handles and stuff. And he knows how they work. Like, that's the part that's scary. He can't reach it yet, but he's already figured out how they work. And so it's really just a case of like, I can't really grab it. I can't really do what I need to do. I can't get a good enough hold to where I can really make it work effectively. But as soon as he gets a little bit taller, like, that's the end of it. And so we already are at a point where we have to keep the doors locked when we're inside because he can't reach the deadbolts, but he can reach the handles. So, you know, we don't want him to be able to just wander out. My wife, while they were on vacation, he went and played with a sliding patio door. And she was watching him, so she wasn't too worried, but she noticed that it had been left unlocked. And the baby went, slid open the sliding door. Took a lot of effort, but he got it open. And he started to go outside, and she goes, no. And he looks over his shoulder at her, and he kind of smiles and looks sheepish. And he goes to go out again, and she goes, no. And he stops, and he looks, and he stares, and then he turns his head and jets out the door as fast as he could. And so that's where we're at with him. We got to be careful. He is a baby that loves getting in trouble. He knows what trouble is. He thinks it's funny. He thinks it's hilarious. He has not figured out that we are typically trying to prevent him from harm. So it's just funny to see mom and dad freak out. And so any advantage we can get, we should take. And if that means I got to put up with a phantom chime, I guess it means I have to put up with a phantom chime. It's, you know, it's right up there. There's always something. If it's not the chime, it's the cat. Because the cat, when I go to bed, the cat's like, you know what? Good on you. You go to bed. I'm going to go eat food and crunch loudly. I'm going to go claw at your carpet. I'm going to go get a big drink of water. I'm going to run around and get the zoomies. Like, I got all these plans, and you coming to bed now finally reminded me that I wanted to do all this stuff. So, you know, it doesn't matter if it's the door chime. It doesn't matter if it's the baby. Because if it's not one, it's the other, or it's the cat, or it's the fact that I still have coughing fits from stupid COVID. Like, it's going to be something. So I really just need to learn to appreciate the nights where I sleep through the night. That's what it always is. My 2-year-old grandson did exactly the same thing this past weekend. He got out in the front yard for the first time, and he was off to the races. Yeah, my son got shoes. He loves shoes. Like, my son thinks shoes are the greatest thing because he knows that if those are on his feet, he can off-road, he can really truck it. The world suddenly is open to him. And he got shoes on, and he got out, and he just got out in the wild, and it was like, all right, finally, about time. He just started clomping around. He's basically wearing Crocs, essentially. That's what they basically are. And he's just clomping down the street like crazy. I guess it wasn't the street, let's be clear. It was a sidewalk. But trying to get ahead of everybody. All kids do that. No from a parent means doing it for sure. Yeah. It's funny because there's definitely a hierarchy of no in our house. There is when mom says no. Well, there's when brother says no. There's when sister says no. There's when mom says no. There's when dad says no. And there's when dad approaches me and says no. And like, each one of those is a step up. If brother says no, who cares? I'm not going to listen to you. I have no interest in your opinion. I'm not into it. If sister says no, it's more of a like, who are you to tell me no? If mom says no, it's like, nah, we're not listening to you. I don't need to listen to you. If dad says no, it's think about it. Probably do it. But we'll think about it. And if I stand up and walk towards him while saying no, he'll stop. So he understands that there are levels and there are tiers. He's figuring it out. The other thing I spent a ton of today doing, and I know this isn't everybody's cup of tea, but it's just crazy. I was going on, let me back up. It started on Twitter. I saw Garrett talk about it a little bit. I saw Tom Merritt talk about it. And it was this notion of like, leaning into drama in a way where you're putting the drama out there as much as you are responding to it, quote tweeting bad takes and things like that. And it really got me thinking, I want less drama in my life. I want less like getting fired up, getting worked up about things, dealing with, conflicts and stuff like that. I just want to be into the things I'm going to be into. And, we'll still complain about stuff. Look, I know my personality. I'm not getting away from complaining about stuff. But, like, maybe not seek it out to the level that I'm used to. And then, no sooner did I say, yeah, that's a good idea. I think that's what I'm going to follow, and that's what I'm going to do. I don't know those of you who follow wrestling, but then this AEW thing happened. And from the press conference. And I didn't really understand the news story because I didn't see it happen. But I just heard about it through the grapevine. The Gripe Bomb is a fantastic name for it, yep. And I was like, it was one of those things where I found out about it so late and I knew so little leading up to it. And I didn't even see the actual press conference for so long into it. And I was already hearing so many stuff, so many things, so many stuff. What the hell am I saying? That I couldn't understand what was going on with it. And I kind of casually mentioned it to my wife this morning. And she was like, that doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about? And I was like, I don't know. It's like, the problem is that I don't know. I mentioned it because it was kind of a crazy thing. And I don't actually know. And then I devoted a shocking amount of my free time today, which I don't get very much of, to figuring out what the deal is with all this AEW drama. What a rabbit hole that was. And I don't even know this Harry Styles spat on Chris Pine. I don't even know what that is. I've seen a picture of Chris Pine sitting there with a weird look on his face. That's been a meme that's going around. I don't know if it's the same, if it has anything to do with it. I actually don't know who Harry Styles is at all. I might if I saw him, but I don't know who that is. So I don't know who supposedly even is spitting on Chris Pine. You probably shouldn't spit on people, would be my general Harry Styles is from One Direction. I don't know who One Direction is. Is that a band? Let me show you what an old man I've become. let me just lean into being an old man on this stream and just be like, are they from the music industry? I don't know. It's from a Disney band, yeah. Or possibly a Disney band. No, you wouldn't. He looks like the master mold for wealthy, thin, average white male. I mean, that is part of the problem. There is a particular look that every now and then gets popular that I get complete face blindness to. Not that I have face blindness in general, but there's just... So I had this problem with the Saw movies. And it wasn't like the first couple of Saw movies, but like later Saw movies... that I don't remember which one it was. If there's anybody who's a huge Saw fan, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it's like one of the later Saw movies. They introduce a detective, a police detective, and they introduce an FBI agent. And I spent most of the movie not knowing that. Well, for a little bit of the movie, I didn't know that there were two people. I thought it was the same person. Because it's not like every time they walked up, they were like, oh, FBI, oh, police officer. I just knew that they were like law enforcement of some kind. And I couldn't tell the difference between the two. And then when I realized, oh, there are two of them, I couldn't remember because they like stop wearing out like uniforms and stuff. They're just dressed in clothes. So they could be an FBI agent. They could be a police officer. I've got the mentality of like a child. I'm like, put them in a uniform so I know who is who. But they're just wearing clothes. They're just wearing suits and stuff. And I couldn't tell which one was the police officer, which was the FBI agent. And I thought, well, surely one of them is going to die at some point. And then I don't have to worry about it. They'll be like, oh, it was so sad. And we'll just move on. But the craziest thing is that they were both very important to the film. And one of them was the bad guy. And one of them was the last, like, quote unquote victim. And I didn't know through the entire movie who it was. It really made for an anticlimactic finish because I was like, I don't know. Is this the FBI agent? Is this the cop? I can't tell them apart. They might as well have been the same person. Ben is in the chat. I think I told Ben about this back in the day. And he said, upon a rewatch, I was able to tell them apart because one of them is Luke from Gilmore Girls. I haven't seen Gilmore Girls, so that's not going to help me. But I will say that if you put them up side by side, it's not like they're the same person, literally. But in a like world where you're just kind of casually watching a film, they are the like same generic, we wanted a cop / FBI agent looking person in a role. And it is interchangeable, man. And it was interchangeable in a way that my brain could not follow. And it made those movies really, really confusing. Saw the ultimate casual viewing. Look, horror movies don't do a whole lot to me. I watched Nope the other day, and it was very good. I liked it, but, whereas most people are like, was it scary? I was like, the cinematography was so good. Like, it's a movie that just makes you feel things. And people are like, but did you feel afraid? And I was like, no, it was like, I felt like I've been these places before. And it gave me like all these feelings of like nostalgia and like an eerie vibe. And they're like, oh, it was scary. And I was like, no, it's not what it's about. Horror movies, it takes a very specific thing to get me scared in movies. Although I will say this. I feel like I'm manic today. We got a high energy on this stream, everyone. Bear with me. I will say this about Nope, though. I went in and I wasn't particularly worried about it because I knew that at least what they were teasing from the offset, like at least what I was supposed to think this movie was about. I won't say if it was or not, but what I was supposed to think this movie was about aliens. Like that's certainly what the trailers were leading you to believe. And, okay, sorry. Rusty Nails, he looked it up for me. And he said, John, you are absolutely right. Those two actors, oh my god, they're literally the same man. I'm telling you guys, I'm not making this up. They cast the same person in two different roles in a Saw movie, and it really screwed with me through the entire thing. But anyway, aliens have never really been a thing that scared me. Like, maybe the alien, you know, with the little jaw that comes out and all that. The xenomorph, if you're into that. Those, I will admit, are frightening. I've had my share of, like, oh, that's unsettling. But in general, UFOs, flying saucers, that sort of thing doesn't bother me that much. So I was very confident that I was going to be fine for this movie. I was like, yeah, it's not going to bug me at all. So I started watching it, and literally the opening scene that kind of plays over the credits involves a chimpanzee that has murdered people. And one thing you all may not know about me is that while I do not find aliens particularly scary, I find chimpanzees scary. Not in a, like, if you show me a picture of a chimpanzee, I'm going to go, ah! But if there's a chimpanzee around, I don't want to be around it. Because I heard that story about the one that ate its owner's face, and it didn't seem all that bothered by it. And you know what? Some animals, you're like, you know, not that I would win a fight. I would lose a fight to most animals, okay? But, like, chimpanzees seem genuinely terrifying. Just say that. They just seem scary. And so the opening scene being a friggin' bloodied chimpanzee, like, killing people, I was like, oh, guys, I'm in trouble. Turns out this movie might be terrifying for me. Yeah, they're super strong. They got big teeth. They're smart. Like, you're at a complete loss. Like, if you're well armed, okay. But we saw Planet of the Apes. Like, we have to get by on technology. That's what we got to do. That's why, not to get too political, but that's why we got to go with science, you guys. That's why we got to believe in science. That's why we have to buckle down on technology. We have to, because we're not going to win any other way. We're bad at everything. We're bad. We're awful. We're the worst species on the planet. I was watching a children's program. I think it was Blaze and the Monster Machines. And they were talking about adaptive traits of animals. And I was like, they're talking about how monkeys are useful because they can swing with their tails. And, like, you know, stuff can camouflage and all of this. And I was like, man, human beings, we really don't have any of those. We've got depression and the things that depression drives us to build. Like, that's about it. It's not good. We need to be careful. Like, it's this up here is about all we got, so we need to value it. That's all I'm trying to say. That's our adaptive trait. John Scalzi talked about that in Old Man's War. Great point. It gets worse in space. Yeah, you got to be careful. Chimpanzees are scary. Anyway, Nope was a great movie. I liked it. You know, everybody immediately wants to go, well, how does it compare to his other movies? I haven't seen Us, so I don't know. I can't compare it to other ones. I really liked Get Out a lot. I probably liked Get Out as a movie better, but the atmosphere, again, like the atmosphere and the cinematography and the filming and the sound design, like from a technical level, Nope was really a crazy good experience. The only reason I haven't seen Us is because it got spoiled for me. And not that that's a movie that has to hinge on its surprise, but it was enough of a like, oh man, that I just didn't ever watch it. I was like, maybe I'll forget maybe I'll forget what I know, and I just haven't at this point. So that's where we're at. But yeah, I do like horror movies in general, even though, you know, I don't like tend to seek out a ton of them. Like, I'm not a big horror movie buff, but, you know, like, I get excited when a new Halloween comes out or when a new Scream movie comes out. Like, those sorts of movies I do get very excited for. You know, I like a good scary movie. It's all good. It's all good. What was the Brad Pitt movie in space where chimps killed the space station researchers? I don't know. That sounds scary. That sounds like one I couldn't figure out. John, you'd figure Us out from the opening scenes like I did anyway. Okay. Well, that's actually good to know. I'm glad it doesn't hinge on it. I mean, I almost want to say it doesn't hinge on it like The Sixth Sense, but I actually think Sixth Sense is fine if you're spoiled on it. I think the movie is still interesting. I wouldn't spoil it for people, just to be clear. I'm not saying you should go out and get spoiled on it. But some movies, you know what I mean, like hinge too much on a twist or a surprise, and knowing it does like cost the movie. Whereas I think that, you know, there's movies out there where once you know, you're still okay to watch. The Sixth Sense was better the second watch. It made it better for me. Yeah, I agree. I actually think it's a more interesting movie the second time, but I would never want to deny anybody that feeling of being in the theater. Like, it was kind of cool because I remember seeing that movie in the theater. There were other annoying factors, but when it got to that reveal and everybody kind of figured it out all at the same time, that like collective gasp in the theater was a very cool moment. I wouldn't want to deny that from anybody, but I do agree. I think it's a better movie the second time. Because honestly, the first time you watch it, the movie is just kind of weird. Like it is scary every now and then, but like it's just kind of a weird movie. And the thing that I think is even crazier is part of what was unsettling about The Sixth Sense was the way everybody interacted in that movie, which by the end, with the reveal of what the deal is, it makes sense why everybody has such stilted dialogue and everybody talks to each other so weird, and like conversations being so one-sided at times. Like, that's part of the surprise. What I found extra surprising later was discovering that that's just the way M. Night Shyamalan films people. Like, it's one of my biggest pet peeves with his movies. As much as I like some of his films, like Unbreakable, one of the things I cannot stand about Unbreakable is the stilted dialogue, just devoid of any life and feeling. Like, it's like somebody just wrung the soul out of any time anyone has to interact with each other. And it drives me crazy. And it's a trait that's in a lot of his movies and only really makes sense for The Sixth Sense. It doesn't really make a lot of sense in any of his other films. But that's just the way he does it. And I hate it, but I have liked some of his other movies in spite of that. The Happening was the greatest movie ever. I mean, okay, here's what I'll say about The Happening. The Happening actually has some decent dialogue in it, in that it's so bad it's good. When Bruce Willis is talking to the kid, I was like, people don't talk like this. It's so weird. Yeah, but it makes sense in that movie. in that movie, it's kind of okay. But in, like, Unbreakable, when he's talking to his kid in Unbreakable, you can't make the excuse that he's a ghost. We can just say it. Like, its movie's been out for a long time. We can't say, like, oh, he's a ghost. He talks weird. Like, he's just man, I grabbed a candy corn. I feel compelled to eat it, but I've twice now done it, and I just sound stupid when I try to eat it and talk. Just eating it. I'm just doing it. I'd like the 2 hours of my life back I spent watching The Happening. I haven't seen it. I've only seen clips of The Happening. It was the best way to watch it. What if that's the ultimate level twist, Ben? What if the true twist is that Bruce Willis is actually dead in every one of his movies? It really doesn't make a lot of sense when you think about it. But then you really think about it, and it gets kind of cool. Oh, that's what I mean. Unbreakable in the basement with the weights. Yes, that scene in particular, like, nobody talks like that. It was present in The Village as well. It's just like, really weird. We're just gonna quote The Happening now. You're gonna kill me in my sleep. What? No. Like that, come on. You watch that clip and you're okay. I really like The Village. I like The Village up until the end of The Village. The Village is one twist too many from being good. But up to the very end, I really like that movie a lot. I just think that the final, like I thought the twist of, so spoilers for The Village, everybody. The idea of, like, it's a village and it's got monsters in the forest, and then it's like, oh, but there's a twist. The monsters are actually the village elders trying to keep people from leaving the village. Okay, I like that. Well, but a twist, they did it based on an actual myth from the woods, and now she's having to deal with a real one. Awesome. Now, you do kind of have to pay off, why did the village elders decide that people shouldn't leave the village? And it does make sense to say, well, because they didn't like society. Like, what they come up with makes sense. I just don't like it. Doesn't mean it doesn't add up. It's ridiculous. It kind of still is. But, like, there has to be a reason why the village elders don't want people going out into the woods. I just think that the answer that they came up with was one that I didn't enjoy. So, up to that point, it's really good. And then it still ended up being a guy in the costume, right? So it was like 5 twists. It's just too many twists. There's monsters. Oh, it's not monsters. It's the elders. Oh, but they based it on real creatures. And look, there's a real one. Oh, but actually that's not a real one. That's also a costume. But also this is actually all happening in the real world. It's just... It's just too much. He has Adrian Brody in a costume. Straight out of Predators. He came back. He got back to the planet. And he got him. Adrian Brody. He was not as buff in The Village. He would have been far scarier if he had his Predator's physique in The Village. She wouldn't have gotten away. I was an M. Night fan until The Happening. Yeah, I didn't really like Lady in the Water. I don't remember. Was that before or after The Happening? I didn't like that movie. I thought, like, no, this guy's got a real buff right hand because he jerks it all the time. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? I didn't think it was awful. I do like Paul Giamatti. Like, he's great, but I just didn't... I walked away from that one going, Maybe M. Night needs to just kind of stop trying to surprise us. That was my big takeaway. Not that the movie was bad, but I was like, maybe he needs to just stop doing this thing. And maybe he should just take some time and figure out what he really wants to do. And apparently what he really wanted to do was make The Happening, so it was bad advice to begin with. Signs I do like. I like Signs. I'm okay with Signs. So I don't remember the order of his movies. I think The Village is probably where my interest in his stuff goes away. Cause like I said, I don't like Lady in the Water. I don't like The Happening. We don't need to talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender. The less said about that film, the better. What can you say about it that hasn't already been yelled? Like, it's fine. I do like The Sixth Sense. I like The Village. I like Signs. And I heard that one with the grandparents was actually pretty good. I never saw it. Like, that was too much. That was too far past everything. Oh, I liked Unbreakable. That was good. I never did watch Glass or the other one that was in that trilogy. Although I did hear what happened at the end of Glass. And my God, am I glad I didn't give that movie the time of day. Holy shit. Holy shit. When I found out that he was basically like, sorry, Ben, I'm going to ruin Glass for you. You'll thank me later. When I found out that he was like, guys, you remember Unbreakable? Well, we're going to take that character. We're going to bring him back. It's going to be him versus Glass versus Charles Xavier. And then we're just, instead of them turning into the superhero movie you want, we're just going to kill all three of them. Like, no. Nobody wanted that. Nobody wanted it. You're the only one. But I have heard some of his more recent stuff. Like, I kind of fell off at a point and was like, all right, you're not for me. You go make movies for who you want to make movies for. It's not for me anymore. But I have heard some of them are okay. I blame it on the Illuminati. Yeah. I mean, you could make the argument that Illuminati scene ain't much different than, but anyway. Old is not okay. That's just a general statement. Ben's really throwing it down for old people. He's like, look, if you're going to age up, you get out of here. You're not acceptable. Not on my planet, said Ben. Yeah, it's always hard. Like, I don't want to drag the guy. Like, he does get, he takes a lot of heat. You know, I will say this. I think if you do what you did to Avatar: The Last Airbender, you deserve a level of heat. But at the same time, he did it because he had a passion for it. I just wish that passion for it had, like, I don't know, maybe suggested that he actually cared about the source material. Logan's Run was a big movie for him. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I don't know. Like I said, I had my falling out with him. I think The Village would have been it, right? It would have been Sixth Sense, Signs. No, Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Signs, The Village, and then I think at that point I was like, Mr. Shyamalan, You just go do your thing, man. We'll be fine over here. We'll remember the good times. We will. And they were good. You know, the movies of his that I like, I think they're really good movies. Like, I have slowly, as I moved multiple times, I have gotten rid of so many movies because I never put DVDs in anymore, it feels like, or Blu-rays for that matter. And the only things that I keep in my collection are stuff that I'm like, I genuinely really love this movie and I don't want it to go anywhere. And I think I still own Unbreakable. I don't know if I actually ever owned The Sixth Sense. But I did own Signs, and I think I did own The Village. I don't know if I kept those. I don't mind adaptations doing different things with material. It doesn't need to strictly adhere. But what you do have to do is make something that's good and stands on its own. So far, I've yet to make it 20 minutes into The Last Airbender before shutting it off for reasons having nothing to do with how it ignores the source material. You know what? That's a good description. Because honestly, I said this about The Last of Us. They're doing the TV show version of The Last of Us. And I said that seems a little silly to make because The Last of Us video game is a very cinematic experience. You can, if you don't want to play it, you can literally go type The Last of Us full movie, and you can watch a cinematic of it, and it's pretty good. It doesn't make a lot of sense to remake it. Like, it already exists, and it's already fantastic. But then they started announcing casting, and it was clear that they weren't just trying to make the game. And I think that while I think it is going to adhere very closely to the game, I don't think they're going to go vastly different. They were clearly casting in a way where there's going to be differences. I mean, you'd absolutely have to, because Bill is being played by, what's his name? I can't remember it right now. The dude from Parks and Recreation. Why can't I think of his name? I like him so much. Yes, Nick Offerman. That's what it is. But the guy who voiced him literally looks exactly like the character. And guess what? Because he voiced him, sounds like that character. And he's a phenomenal actor. He was on Deadwood. He was one of my favorite characters on Deadwood. If you were trying to make just an accurate recreation of that game, you just get that guy. He looks the part. He sounds the part. He basically is the part. They're clearly doing something a little bit different. And I think Nick Offerman, by the way, is great casting for Bill. I think basically everything I've heard casting-wise has been very, very good. So I'm curious to see. And I think that that is a good example of like, hey, you don't have to adhere perfectly to the source material. But you do have to capture the right elements to make people interested in that, and Avatar: The Last Airbender definitely did not do that. Yeah, I mean, the movie is laughable. You can show scenes of that movie to Avatar fans, and they will just roll their eyes and go, how did this look better in animation than it does in, like, practical effects? Like, why does this look so bad? Because, and that's the other thing. If you're going to go from animation to live action, like, part of the appeal of that is you take people who are interested in the material and you go, can you imagine if you got to see someone like earthbend or firebend for real? And you're like, yeah, that would be cool. That was what made me actually go think about it. Because I didn't know anything about the Shyamalan version of the movie. I watched the cartoon and I went, didn't they make a movie about this? I remember hearing something about it. I didn't remember if it was good or if it was bad. I just remembered hearing that they made a movie about it. And I was like, man, it would be so cool to see live action bending. That would be awesome. So I did what anybody would do. I Googled it. I was like, live action bending. Let's see it. And I pulled up a scene from the movie and I was like, oh no, This is so bad. This looks horrible. How did they take something so cool and make it look so awful? They found a way. They did it. So, that's that's what they did. And that's not necessarily about adhering to it. That's just, you got to make something that's visually pleasing. You can divert as much as you want storyline wise, but you better have something that looks cool. If you're going to get people to go live action bending, that sounds awesome. It should look awesome. And it definitely shouldn't look stupid. The live-action Full Metal Alchemist movies on Netflix are decent for live-action adaptations. I still gotta watch Brotherhood. I haven't seen it. Every time I try to watch it, I fall off of it. I don't know why. Like, everybody says it's better than the original series. It does get distracting because characters look different, because the pacing's different, because they jump around from what I remember. It's definitely a hurdle I have to get over, because by all accounts it's a better series, but I struggle so much with it. I just am like, I've seen this and this looks wrong. It's like when you do create a character and you bump the nose slider. Maybe what you've bumped it to is better, and somebody who came in and saw it was like, oh yeah, that looks great. But you saw it move, and you saw what it was, and you see what it is, and you go, this looks awful. This doesn't even look like a human being anymore. And I just need to find a way to get over it. But I don't get a lot of time to watch anime. I did start watching Dragon Ball Super again. I don't know why. I just saw it on Hulu, and I was like, I love Dragon Ball Super. If Dragon Ball Z is a guilty pleasure, Dragon Ball Super is a show I genuinely like. And I started watching it again. It's still good. They gotta get better at not spoiling things with their titles. But other than that, it's fine. I couldn't get into Cowboy Bebop anime. I was hoping that the live action would pull me in, but then it got canceled before I got a chance to start watching. I haven't watched any of it. I don't know. You like different tastes, man, and we're probably not on the same taste because I love Cowboy Bebop, so take my word with a grain of salt, but you did yourself a favor by skipping that live action thing. I did not like that. I did not like that at all. I got a couple episodes in and was like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need to see this ever. And it's sad because I really liked the people involved. I thought they did a good job capturing the look. That was maybe a case of something. You have to be careful when you decide that you are going to try to adhere to the property that's beloved, because like we were talking about with making it your own is fine, but if you give the impression that you are trying to copy something by look, by storyline, by even copying the vibrance of the anime, and then you make arbitrary changes, those are going to be graded much, much harder, because why did you do that? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to make something that's a loving homage to what came before? And if so, why are you being like 90% accurate and changing that last little 10%? It was just very confusing to me. And I found most of the time when they diverted from what existed, it was not for the better. I watched 8 to 10 episodes of Bebop anime. It was fine, but I never saw what everybody loves about it. I mean, you don't have to. It's fine. We need a live-action Martian successor to Nadesco. I don't know, Ben. You want to talk about an anime that ruins all of its good vibes with a sequel that immediately just was like, hey, remember everything you loved? Burned it. We burned it. I have good memories of that show, but they are so overwhelmed by the bad memories of the sequel that I shouldn't have watched. But I did. It was, for anyone who doesn't know, Martian Successor Nadesico is an anime. It's like a Star Trek anime, essentially, is the closest comparison that I can give it. And it really makes you fall in love with a whole cast of characters, this whole great cast, and it tells an interesting enough story. At least it did back when I saw it. I'm gonna, like any anime that I watched back in the day, will throw up some qualifiers because sometimes I go back and I go, uh-oh. But at the time, I really liked it. But then it has a sequel, and you're like, "Sweet, I loved that show. I'm gonna watch a second one." And oh yeah, it's a good point. It is a funny show. And then the sequel, all these characters that you love are like tortured and hurt, and like the worst things in the world are happening to them, and it's super serious, and it's never funny once, and it's grim. It's like the one note they were given was like, yeah, people don't like your show being funny, and they went 180 degrees in the other direction. They're like, great, now we're just gonna make it awful. It was bad. It was bad. All right, well, holy hell, we're getting to anime, and this is just a hole that there's no escape from if you go down it. So I need to play a video game. I need to play a video game on this Twitch stream. It's just got to happen. It's what we got to do. So we're going to cue up some music here. We'll do Lahi for when the stream ends. We'll do a little Lahi. Yeah, it's going to be Pong. How'd you guess? The worst part is that the original show just ends with no resolution, and then, which is very anime. It's true. Man, nothing gets me more excited but disappointed than when we get to an end of an anime, because there's always that feeling of like, yeah, we did it. We're at the end. We're going to see the conclusion to this story. Everything we've been building to is in this moment. And every single time, it's like, and now, prepare to be confused. You're like, oh no. It just never really goes well. Play Hearthstone Mercenaries? No. No. Absolutely not. We're playing what we always play. I liked High School of the Dead, and they only made one season and one OVA. I mean, like, that always happens. Anime is just a way of selling the manga. I've never really thought about it that way, but you know what? That makes a lot of sense as a business model. The amount of times I've finished an anime and been like, well, I guess I gotta go get the manga, find out what was really going on. One Punch Man getting season 3? I've only seen the first season of One Punch Man, and I should probably watch the second season, but I heard from Kyle. Now, granted, Kyle is super hung up on this, and I can say this because he's streaming to a much bigger audience than me right now. I'm genuinely happy for him. I know that sounds like sour grapes, but Kyle, I love you, and I'm happy for your guys' success. But he did an impromptu stream that started, and I like checked in. I was like, sweet. And just his impromptu stream waiting room is like triple the amount of people I'm going to get at my highest during this. So good for him. But it also means he won't hear me when I say this. Kyle got in my head about One Punch Man. So he was the biggest advocate for One Punch Man that I knew. And I watched it and I loved it just like he did. And then he told me that a different animation studio did the animation for season 2. And that he was concerned that it wasn't going to be as good. And then he watched it and he went, yep, it's awful. And because he didn't like it, I was like, well, I guess I won't like it. Now, that is not always true. Kyle occasionally has some quibbles on things that ruin experiences for him that I would be 100% okay with. And I think there's a chance I might end up liking season 2. But I never gave it a shot because Kyle told me it was garbage looking. And I loved how One Punch Man Season 1 looked. So that is so sad to hear. And judging by the fact that Sector 7 is saying, I hope third season has a budget, it makes it sound like that is just true. And that makes me sad. Makes me very, very sad. Because One Punch Man, that first season, is maybe one of my favorite anime things ever. I loved it. But no, look what we did. We're in the anime hole. Guys, you did it to me. We got in the anime hole. All right, we gotta go to this. We gotta get out of the anime hole. Here we go. We're getting out of the anime hole. In 3, 2, 1. We did it, everybody. We're out of the anime hole and we're into Final Fantasy IX. If you want to know what that means, you got to check out the whole stream. But if you're just watching the VOD of this, then, you know, you're welcome for hearing an inside joke to start. We're back, everybody. We're back with our party. I played a little bit of this morning. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, and I had to be up, and I had to have something to do. So I just ran around training abilities. I traded out Dagger for Aiko because I think I like her skills better than Dagger's. So this is the party we got, and I haven't done much, just ran around and leveled up abilities, so you didn't miss anything. But we are going to this tree here. That's where everybody wanted to head, and that's where we're opening today. So here we go. There's still a little mist, but at least there's no more coming out. That must mean Kuja isn't here yet. What happened to the mist? We beat the beast that breathes it. So much for the mist continent. No more mist. They must possess incredible powers to accomplish such a feat. Zidane, there's a silver dragon. It's him. He flew from the ruins of Burmecia riding a silver dragon. It's Kuja, all right, and he's riding that dragon. Let's go kick his ass. That's not really silver, that's like lime green. Oh, how I've longed for this day. The day I might finally cast away this mask to reveal my true self. Now it no longer matters if the Tifa tree is liberated. It means nothing to me. Does he know we're down here, or is this just what he says when he's by himself? The tree is so beautiful. Its beauty becomes the great mother tree that lives among the stars. Silver Dragon, let us watch the drama unfold from the trunk of Tifa. No one shall interrupt us there. Change party members, go to menu, keep current members. He's got cool music. I'd probably monologue too if this music played whenever I went anywhere. Think about it. If this was playing, you'd want to talk. Oh, it's more of these guys. Just attack him. He's just a shitty tree. He's gonna try and petrify you, but there's no point. He's just a tree. I'm just picturing an orchestra on an adjacent silver dragon out of frame behind him, yeah. It is very close to We Will Rock You. Actually, I think I made that joke when I first heard it. I think I started singing it. We'll pass the trunk if we go any farther. Kuja went down that trunk. Say, Zidane, how are we gonna get up there? Can't we climb there? Not me. Me neither. I don't think I can either. Zidane, you're the only one who can climb. We came all this way, now what? What's the problem? You should just go by yourself. We gotta go face Kuja together. How did this wimp end up beating me? Hey, Amaranth, watch where you're walking. You almost knocked me down. He who hesitates is lost. You'd best remember that. Well, I prefer my way or the highway. Whatever. Like you actually have a plan. Oh yeah, Smarty Pants? Don't forget, you're the one that lost to Zidane. Shut up, brat. A plan, huh? That's right, Amaranth. You owe me one, remember? It's payback time. Shoot. There's some gargant grass around here, so a gargant can't be far. I want you to catch one for me. Then we can all get on and ride it to the top. Why should I do all that when I could just take the kids up myself? Huh? How'd I ever let this dimwit beat me? Hey! Whoa! He sure has spirit. Alright, Dagger. I'll just carry you piggyback. Huh? Hey, Zidane, wait just a... Nope, too late. You can't really surprise someone with a piggyback ride. Like, they have to put a little effort into it. The weak lose their freedom to the strong. Such is the way of the strong, and it is the providence of nature that only the strong survive. That is why I need strength. I learned of powers that would daunt even him over 10 years ago. Such a long time. Now my forces are ready to strike. Ugh, the suspense is terrible. Your dragon looks sickly, dude. So, they've come this far, have they? Perfect. I'll warm up on them until the elephant lady shows up. The elephant lady? Thanks, Amaranth. Now we're even. Show me what you guys can do. There's Kuja. No, we're good. We're ready. It's fine. Let's go. Let's fight him. Kuja, maker of black mages. Any enemy of Zidane is an enemy of mine. Okay, let's go. You are Kuja, correct? Dagger, come on. Like, start by making fun of his lack of pants or something. My name is... Princess Garnet Till Alexandros. I wish to ask you something. Was it really you who persuaded my mother to start the war? The war that threw the entire Mist Continent into chaos? And you made everyone, the black mages, into instruments of war? Oh dear, the princess has such a bloodthirsty little puppet. I don't have the power to do such a thing. I just gave them a little recipe. Begin with broth of mist, add fermented souls, and boil. Then pour genuine black magic into a mixing bowl and heat to... Stop it. I'm not done telling how to make soulless toys out of the dregs of souls. Dregs of souls? You mean mist? First, you don't want to listen. Now you start asking questions. Oh, brother. But you're not ready yet. Why you... Don't you feel anything? Taking the lives of so many? Spare me the lecture. Lives come and go all the time. What's the big deal? Speaking of warmongers, why, what about that mother of yours, princess? She said she won't feel alive until she has everything. It breaks my heart to see such greed. The war was my fault? No, no. Your mother wanted it. All I did was give her a little push. Liar! My mother was sweet and kind. You changed her. So the curtain rises. Perfect, my canary. Let me show you the truth about your mother. First act, the end of the ugly desire. It's showtime. Guys, are you gonna blow up another tree? You're always blowing up trees. Kuja, so you finally decided to show your girly face here. You're all that stands between me and total domination. But I haven't forgotten all you've done for me. In return, I will show you the ultimate power. Attention all hands. Order the black mages to focus all their magical energies into a single spell. Lay suppressing fire upon Kuja until the casting is finished. Fire! Fire at will! It's Sylvanas. Orders from Her Majesty. Black mages, focus all your magical energy into a single spell. I can't believe it. Your mother isn't satisfied with just one continent. Her ugliness and stupidity are truly impressive. Ah, everything is proceeding as I have foreseen. What are you talking about? You're just the opening number. Time for the real show. We won't let you get away. The mist may be created no more, but it still lurks in caves and forests, right? Huh? I can make monsters with magic. Come forth, spawn of the mist. Oh no! Don't make me fight a spawn of the mist. These things are gross. I don't know, let's do Fenrir. Burn him. Burn him, burn him. I don't think I need to steal from these guys, right? Usually if there's a bunch of them, I don't need to steal from them. I guess we could try. We'll try one steal. No, they seem weak. Stealing is probably stupid. Okay, good. It didn't matter. We killed him. So, two of your enemies are duking it out. Why not just leave them and finish off the winner? My money's on Kuja. Foolish Brawn, your prized cannons are useless against the spawn of the mist. But even a fool like you knows that there is only one path you can take, right? stupid elephant lady. Why do you hesitate? Very well. I'll make the first move. I'll give you a clean target you can't miss. Silver Dragon, descend. Amaranth's right. Let's split before we get dragged in. No, I can't. I can't let anything happen to my mother. Dagger. Zidane, I have to save her. Dagger, she extracted Eidolons from you and started a war. I still don't want her to die. But she didn't care one bit whether you lived or died. You don't have to call her mother anymore. She's my only mother. I don't care if you don't understand. Aiko, you said that there was an Eidolon in prison near here, right? Yeah? Please, tell me where. It's a long way down. You see the place with lots of roots? That's it. There, I see it. Dagger, don't go alone! Now we gotta fight something. That's just another one of these things. They're kind of garbage, so, you know, just fight them. This is turning into quite a show. Anyone can get emotional at a time like this. Give her a break. Zidane, let's go. Dagger's in danger all by herself. Yeah, let's go after her. Oh, I see a Moogle. I see a Moogle. Well, let's just check his gear real quick, because he's been leveling up a bunch of stuff. Yeah, we're still working on counter. That's all good. We got a lot of stuff we can learn here. I don't think any of it's really so good though that we can't. We'll just go with it. Moogle! There's a letter from Stiltskin, but I don't understand what he's saying. The mist is gone. Is that a blessing or a curse? Kupo, I don't understand. Can't we all be happy now that the mist is gone? Alright, yeah, sure, let's rest. I know there's a war going on, but why not? Let's rest. We fought like 2 things. We definitely need a break. Oh, jeez. You know what? That was actually genuinely kind of scary. Like, that was uncomfortable. Not scary, but uncomfortable for sure. Two battles? How could you go on? I know, look at me now. I'm like spending mana on spells. It's crazy. Yeah, Zidane woke up. That was a complete waste of mana, and a lot of mana at that. Alright, that's one battle. We should be good if we don't, you know, we don't need to save yet, but if we get in another fight, we're really gonna need to be ready. That's just unsettling. It just makes me feel weird in my stomach. Keep running, Zidane. I don't want to have to fight another one. They're kind of scary. I sense the Eidolon's power. Now I can save my mother. Please help me. An aquamarine. No. I can't save my mother with this Eidolon. Dagger, what's wrong? Can't you free it? No, I have it. I sense it's a great Eidolon, but I don't believe it. This is the legendary sea serpent Leviathan. Leviathan? An Eidolon who wipes out its enemies with a huge tidal wave. I'm sorry, Dagger. No, it's not your fault, but my mother's still in danger. Isn't Her Majesty ready yet? All remaining ammunition was spent on that last wave of monsters. The next wave will chew us up unless we pull out now. That is not our decision. Get back to your post, soldier. Your Majesty, the Black Mages have completed their preparations. That insolent whelp! Now I can finish him off. Come. Draconic Seedling, Bahamut, King of the Dragons. Oh, she's summoning Bahamut. Man, Kuja was not particularly worried about Bahamut. Oh, because he got on his little silver dragon and flew away. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. I've heard stories, but I never thought summoning could be so powerful. If Zidane is after their power, I'd better watch out. Wow. Now we can win, and Mother won't have to die. Aiko, don't you think? What's wrong? Mog, she's terrified. How come? Don't you know? That's the last Eidolon, Bahamut, the Dragon King. He'll win for sure. Blood. Excellent, Bahamut. Power, mobility, you are truly the best. You even hurt me. A little. And you, Braun, your tragic role in this drama now comes to an end. I'm sure you'll enjoy the second act from your soul's hellish prison, since the stage will be your former home. The final act will take us away from Gaia, and I will kill my nemesis with my own hand. Everything is going according to plan. Oh, look at that. A big ol' eye in the sky. Hey, Dagger, I don't think your mom's gonna make it. I don't know why Bahamut attacked the one who summoned him. But we found Queen Braun on the beach next to her escape pod. She didn't have time for an escape pod. She could hardly move, and I thought she'd come to a stop any second. Alright, I guess this is Vivi. I hate Kuja a lot, but I hate Braun a lot too. So much that I wanted this to happen to her. I should be happy, but... once I saw Dagger start to cry, I didn't know how I should feel. I kinda wanted to cry too. I can hear my daughter's voice. Yes, Mother, I'm here. Right here. I am empty now. Free. Free of that terrible greed. Mother, I haven't felt this way since I saw that play with you and your father. I led Alexandria down the path of ruin. The people will be happier with you on the throne. We went back to Alexandria on Queen Braun's escape pod. We also brought Dagger's mother with us. Yeah, it's an emotional scene for sure, even though she's bad. This way, princess. Steiner, Beatrix. How horrible that her life had to end this way. I still can't believe all that has happened. Princess, it was... No, it was my fault. Man, it's been so long since I voiced Steiner, I can't remember what voice I do for him. Thank you, both of you. I must now carry the burden of ruling Alexandria alone. Will both of you please help me during this, my time of need? Yes, princess. Certainly. Thank you. I found it. I remembered. Just needed him to say princess. Princess, here is a wreath of roses, your mother's favorite. The townspeople set it as an offering for the queen's grave. True, Queen Braun had been acting quite erratic before her death, but the people are still very fond of her, as you can see. Mother, I shall become a great queen. Really kind of makes you feel like game over, you know? Like, yeah, the bad guy got away, but this is a real, like, end of everything kind of feel to it. I think I might have used this cinematic image as the background for the last episode. A little ahead of things. Guys, you made Steiner row. Come on now. Princess, we have arrived at the castle. She won't be a princess for much longer, Dr. Todd. Indeed. I shall have to call you Queen Garnet after the coronation. I must make preparations for the crowning of our new queen. General Beatrix, Master Steiner, will you help me? Princess, please watch your step. Dr. Tot. Princess, I know how hard this must be, but I will be by your side. Please, take the throne with full confidence. Well, Dr. Tot's arms are too small, and he wants to be chivalrous and whatnot. It's true. 3 more days until the crowning of a new queen. What a day. We ain't seen each other in ages. Why the sourpuss, partner? What happened? Maybe that dagger chick dumped him. Bingo! I'm trying to remember what voices I did for everybody. This ain't like you at all, Zidane. Hey, Ruby! I heard you started a mini-theater. That's right, darling. My plays are a hit. Cool. Let's go watch. I don't think I had a voice for Blank. And every time he comes up, I'm like, I don't remember what I did for him. Yeah. Alright, cowboys. Zidane, you ain't coming, are you? That's alright, darling. Come over when you want. Let's go, boys. This way, everyone. Oh, sorry. Huh? Hey, Vivi. Hello. I haven't seen you since you left Alexandria Castle. How are you? Well, a lot of things happened, but I'm doing fine. How about you? What have you been doing since we left the castle? Me? Let's see. Oh yeah, it's been crazy since you guys escaped. Rusty, that rat chick Freya, and... what's her face? That girl general of Alexandria. Beatrix. Yeah, the 3 of them got totally worked. Marcus and I had to carry him out on our backs. Marcus? We gotta get going before Ruby gets mad at us again. Oh yeah, she hates it when we're late. Sorry, Vivi. I'll see you later. Oh, we're Vivi again. Nice. I like when we're Vivi. I like that the bartender looks at him every time I talk to him. Are you friends with the man sitting at the table? I think his friends went to the mini theater. The mini theater was started by the last owner of this bar and a girl named Ruby. Last night's play was great. I'm so glad I pushed myself to make a great sign for it. Well, you still haven't fixed the bar. I guess the Dane's not coming. Man, I love the Tantalus crew. They really remind me of Quinn's Ravager family from the Guardians movies. I think the cast in Final Fantasy IX is the strongest or the second strongest in the entire series. It's really good. We'll talk... Oh, jeez. we'll talk more about it when we kind of do a retrospective, but... Oh, ooh, hold on. What's this about? Oh my! What a gigantic house! I gotta see the inside. We cook good food. Hey! Something smells delicious. You hungry? You very hungry? You unbearably hungry? Too bad. Harsh. Isn't the new queen a little young? Personally, I think General Beatrix would make a better queen. This little queen is a bit demanding. I'm the queen. My orders are absolute. Hey, what does absolute mean? I wanted to become a soldier when I grew up, but if this is what I'd have to put up with... Yeah! My son plays too many card games. He needs to exercise. Do you mind racing against Hippol? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's start. When I say go, press X and B alternately. On your mark. Get set. Go. What's happening here? Why does he stop? Vivi wins. Yeah, but barely. Why did that feel weird? Why can't I just go da 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 da? How does this work? I need to know. I'm doing even worse. Okay, we did better. Hit ball level 5. Wait, did he level up? Hold on. Let's try again. Is he harder to beat? And mark. Get set. Go. He sucks. He sucks. He's so bad. Okay, let's see if he leveled up, though. Oh, I got a card. Great. Oh, he's level 10. Can we level him up again? On your mark. set, go. Better keep power leveling, dude. You suck. I'm still good at it. What level are you now? It's 15. I know, this is actually really not a good parenting thing. This is pretty bad. I'm getting way better at this, though. He's getting better, too. He did better that time. He thinks he's getting better. I think he's getting better. Galaband, hello, welcome. We're turning it into a real race now. Oh, he's only level 21? Is he only going up by 1 now? Okay, hold on. Let's do one more. Let's just see what happens. Look, we're still way better at running than him. I got up to level 25. Okay, hold on. We should get him up to level 30, I think. I'm getting better too. Like, I think my level is also going up because I am creaming this kid. This poor kid. Alright, hold on. I just gotta know. I gotta know. I don't know what the ceiling is to this, but I gotta at least try one more. It's kind of addictive, honestly. Oh man, I'm getting worse. I'm getting worse. I lost! Okay, hold on. No, hold on. We can beat him. I just got a little too into it. We'll be fine. Okay, let's do this. I got a little overconfident. What's happening? Why? Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, hold on. Did they make it unplayable? What happened here? Okay. That's goddamn right. Level 80 is the max? Oh my gosh. Alright, let's do one more. One more, and if I lose, we're done. I can't beat him. I can't beat him. Alright, we're done. Stupid kid, I made him too quick. If I did win, I would have continued, yes, but clearly I've made him too strong. Nah, go again. Alright, we'll go one more time when we go back. I just wanted to see, you know, what's in all these shops and stuff. Alright, one more time. One more race. Alright, here we go. Why isn't he doing it? Vivi! Vivi! Doesn't work. I can't even finish the race. It doesn't work. I don't know what happens. It falls apart now. Feels bad. It used to feel good. Doesn't feel good anymore. Ilya's dress isn't finished just yet. Okay. It's the old woman I stole from in the beginning, you remember? She had a savings of 9 gil and I took it. Hold on. I want to see if she saved up any more money. No, she never did. She never did recover that 9 gil we stole from her. It's gone forever. Okay, we're staying away from Hippol. Hippol really causes a lot of problems for us. Been a long time. Been a long time. Been a while. Where have you been? We were worried. Sorry, I've been training. Training? Yeah, training. Training for what? Tell us. It was weird. I don't even remember who those characters are. I've been looking to play against an experienced card player. Well, you're not looking for me because I don't play that shit, boy. Hello. Oh, it's Doug. How we doing on potions? Yes, that Doug. Zidane's done himself in this time. Yeah. But think about it. He's never been in a serious relationship before. He probably doesn't even know what to do with himself right now. Come on, he's in love with a queen. Did he think it'd work out? I'm sure he thought about that a lot. That's why he's in turmoil. He looks so depressed. Yeah. But this is something he needs to deal with head on. This is gonna make him stronger. You'll see. Artemisian. Let's move on. Sorry to keep you waiting. Hey, Stiltskin, long time no see. Hey, Artemisian, why does your coat look so shiny? Well, it's none of my business. Listen, have you been delivering mail properly? Of course I have. Are you sure that you delivered all my mail to my friends? Of course I did. You sent out 3. But what about the other 3? Uh-oh, missing mail, huh? Are you here to see the new queen too? Do you think Princess Garnet will be as good a queen for Alexandria? Oh, Jesus. Can you imagine picking that option? I can't in good conscience pick it, as curious as I am about it. I can't do it. That's too real. I'm sure Princess Garnet will do a fine job. A lot of things happened during Queen Braun's reign, but overall it was a good time for us. That's why I put together a wreath made of roses for her gravestone. You got anything new? What the hell is this? Pearl Rouge? Rouge used by women that draws out holy power. Elemental defense, damage reduced by 50%. Raise water elemental attack. I mean, I feel like we should make it. Feathered boots. Yeah, let's make one of those at least. An anklet. Yeah. We probably need one of those. What do we need for the black belt? We need a twist headband. And we still need for the reflect ring... Oh, we made an anklet. Which we need for the reflect ring. But we can't make any more of those because we need a gold choker. Man, there's like layers upon layers of this shit. What about the power belt? We need chainmail. Yeah, that stuff we got good. What do we make? I don't remember anymore. Auto float. That sounds pretty good. Alright, well we only have one, so I'm gonna hold off till we get a whole party together to figure out what the equipment situation's gonna be. We should probably buy some ice brands. I will buy an ice lance. Healing rod, sure, buy one of those. We already have a pinwheel. There's our twist headband. Let's get like 4 of them. Oh, gold helm. Let's get 2 of those. Let's see. I get one of those. Plate mail. Yeah, let's get one of those. Is that what we needed, or was it chainmail that we needed for a thing? Alright, I feel pretty good about what we purchased. Hi guys, what are you doing? Family is precious. I haven't seen my brother in ages. We look alike, but inside we're very different. Alright, can we make something now? Okay, so now we can make the black belt. Make one of those. Okay, it's chainmail, not plate mail. Alright, well, whatever. Anybody can make that mistake. Yeah, I probably need more ice brands. You're right. I should probably buy some. I never know when I'm going to get the opportunity to buy more ice brands, so we should. Where did my son go? He's always playing with his cat. Madam, that is a euphemism. What do you mean? We reserved a room at 100 gil for 3 nights. No, actually, it's 100 gil per night. But I chose this inn because I heard it was 100 gil for 3 nights. Dear, let's just pay 300 gil and stay at this inn. Well, it's coronation week, so the rate is 120 gil per night. What kind of business are you running here? He's making such a scene. I'm so embarrassed right now. Yeah, it is kind of embarrassing. You think so too? It started with Vivi's voice, tried to save it, and it just ended up sounding weird. Can't back down now. Oh, what should we do? Alright, well, they're just gonna fight about prices. I'm gonna just explore their inn. Oh, you can go to the mayor's house in Dolly now? Yeah, that's probably true. I think we gotta finish up here, but I think we probably could. Ruby's mad at me again. How can I calm her down? Yo, Vivi. Can you do me a favor? What is it? I want you to see Ruby's play with us. I want to walk around some more. That's too bad. Oh. Sure, I like plays. I thought I could... Okay. That's where Ruby's theater is. Bro. You and Ruby really don't get along very well. Blank! Don't you know I hate it when you're late? How many times do I gotta tell you? Huh? Who are you? Strange, kinda. Hey, Vivi! Is he a friend of yours, Senna? Hello, Uncle Senna. I'm not old enough to be your uncle. I'm younger than I look. You're a funny one. I like you. Want to see my play, little fella? Yeah. Oh, what a sweetie. I like you even more. We'll get rolling in a minute. Sit wherever you want. You can't see the play over there, Vivi. I think your plan worked. Ain't nothing to it. Blank, we'll talk later. Busted. Steiner? Yes, Princess. I'd like to find Zidane and talk to him. Princess, you have more important matters at hand. You live in a different world now. Oh, what's happening here? Princess, it's time for you to get changed. General Beatrix, will you help her? Yes, sir. Oh, there is something I must give you, Princess. An opal, a topaz, an amethyst. Those stones contain your power, which Queen Braun forcibly... Well, that is all in the past. Master Steiner. Master Steiner, do you intend to stay here and watch? No, I am not. Excuse me. It does sound a little bit like Craig from South Park. Beatrix, I'd like to see Zidane, please. Now may not be a good time. Even if you agree with Steiner. Your Highness. I know. It's okay. This sounds like raindrops keep falling on my head. With Dagger out of the picture, now's my chance to win Zidane's heart. First, I'll write him a love letter. I'm gonna make it the most romantic letter ever written. Becoming a queen may place quite a burden on Princess Garnet, but she must persevere. The people of Alexandria are watching. He looks pretty smart. Hey, you look like the bookish type. What gives you that impression? You really want me to explain? Oh, yes, I'm very curious. Where should I start? First, your beard. Second, your nerdy hat. Third, your thick eyeglasses. All signs of a nerdy philosopher. Ha, ha, you don't hold back, do you? Hey, are you a writer? Well, yes, I did make my living as a writer for a while. Will you help me write a letter? A letter? Gladly, if you think I can be of assistance. Okay, then follow me. Dr. Tot just gets pulled into things. That girl has a hoard. That hoard. I had completely forgotten about it until now. I'd never been as surprised as I was that day. A ship drifted ashore after a storm. Inside the ship were a woman and a baby girl. The woman was dead, but the girl was still breathing. Imagine my surprise as I looked into the girl's face, because the girl looked exactly like Princess Garnet, who had just passed away, with one exception. She had a hoard. A human with a hoard. Where had she come from? The king ordered the girl's hoard removed. The girl cried out in pain. He and his wife, Queen Braun, decided to raise the girl as Princess Garnet. But that girl who spoke to me, could she be related to Princess Garnet? Hey, will you hurry up? Oh, excuse me. Princess, you look splendid. Thank you. By the way, there is something I must tell you, Beatrix. Yes, Princess. I am not my mother's... Queen Braun is not my real mother. Princess Garnet. Dr. Tot has already informed us. However, my allegiance to you remains the same, if not stronger. Beatrix, thank you. It's finished! Zidane will fall in love with me the instant he reads this letter. Thanks, mister. It was my pleasure, my lady. Oh, I forgot to tell you, my name is Aiko. I'm from Madain Sari. I hope to see you again. Bye-bye! From Madain Sari. Madain Sari is the village of summoners, but I thought it was only a legend. What could this mean? I'm assuming I need to leave the castle. Oh, I can't wait to hand this letter to Zidane. Where did he go, anyway? Ah! Ah! Help! Hey, are you okay? Can't breathe. Sorry, I didn't see you jump out. But you're too high up. I can't get you down. Stop laughing, you poop! Oh shoot, my letter. Hey, if you can't get me down, deliver that letter to Zidane, alright? To Zidane? Yeah, no problem. I think his voice is slowly drifting more towards Mr. Satan from Dragon Ball as well, because I've been watching Dragon Ball Super again. What am I supposed to do now? Hey, the boat ain't here. Castle patrol completed. Huh? Why, if it isn't Baku, the leader of Tantalus. Who just called my name? Oh, it's you. Should we capture him? No, he saved my life. You may go. I will handle this. Yes, sir. I ain't such a knucklehead anymore, huh? Silence! This is no place for thieves. You must leave, now. So that's how it is, huh? Do I gotta remind you that one of my boys saved your kingdom? But I bet you ain't got no ears for listening to a lowlife like me. Are you talking about Zidane? Yes, he did protect the princess and her kingdom. But that doesn't change the fact that you are all thieves. I cannot let your kind roam about the castle. No appreciation whatsoever, eh? Well, I don't got any reason to stay here anyway. Hey, you know where Zidane might be? He hasn't visited the castle since we returned. Maybe he can teach you a thing or two about proper manners. Okay, I get your point. Had enough of your self-righteousness. Ah, ha, ha, perfect timing. Take me into town. Ah, so it was Steiner. I thought I heard him yelling. Alexandria's at peace again, yet my heart is full of sorrow. Why? Steiner must have dropped this. Let's see. When the night sky wears the moon as its pendant, I shall await you at the dock. What is this letter? Did Steiner write me a love letter? Steiner. Man, we got all sorts of shenanigans forming here. Dagger. You all cozy on your throne already? No. No, no, no. I can't start my day without Dagger. Her smile, her voice. Her voice is like a beautiful song. And her song makes me soar high into the sky. But now, you can still fly high, darling. Zidane, you can do it. She's right. Why are you still moping? This isn't like you at all. Yeah. Stop it. You don't understand how I feel. Whoa! Long time no see, Zidane. What happened? You look pathetic. Boss, let me join Tantalus again. We can steal treasure together just like old times. Treasure, huh? There ain't much treasure lying around in this world, boy. Besides, Tantalus always gets what he sets his eyes on. That's our rule number 1, remember? No, you don't. You got no right to join us. You understand what I'm saying? If you can't even capture a canary, you ain't got what it takes to join Tantalus. Boss? Hey, Zidane. Can we go see Dagger? Why can't you be more honest like this little guy? Can we? Can we? Please? All right. Let's cheer her on before she becomes a queen. Yeah. Darn, I forgot to give Zidane that letter. Huh? 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 Ah, I lost it. Super useful, Baku. Well played. I'm Ashley. I run this mini theater with Ruby. Nice to meet you. Oh no, Ruby's mad. It's gonna be a long wait. You should stay away from Ruby for a while. Is there anything we can do? No, I'm just checking stuff out, I guess. I don't know. My kitten Mittens ran away. Kitten Mittens. Oh yeah, this is the house where we had to convince somebody to leave to run past them, but I think I just discovered how to run past people, so it's fine. Hello! Give Kupo a letter. My big brother sent me a letter, Kupo. Where has he been? I've been worried. From Kupo to Kupo. Fossil Roo is very comfortable. I like it here, Kupo. We play hide and seek every day. The most important things in life are to work hard and play hard, Kupo. I'm glad my big brother is doing well, Kupo. Artemisian just delivered a letter to me from far away. Let's read it. From Magrika to Kupo. Even Muggles want to look beautiful. I use my special item very carefully. You don't come across it very often. It's very special to me, Kupo. Oh, it's a letter from Magrika, the most beautiful Moogle in the world. What a pleasant surprise. Go back on the roofs. Pull the rope, yeah. Hippol's Treasure, the Ironite card, the Goblin card, the Fang card, the Shiva card, the Rama card. Man, we just stole from that poor kid, even more. I don't know, I think Kupo just is Kupo. I don't know what to serve after the new queen's coronation festivities. Oh, I wish the chef that cooked for Princess Garnet's birthday party would come back. Wait, what did I do? Do you know anything about Regent Shin's wife? No. Regent Shin's wife was a very stubborn woman. Okay, thank you. Thank you for telling me that. That was important. I'm glad we did it. Funny thing is, I think that was Kina helping at the beginning as a cook. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm training to take over the family business. My husband can't run a business to save his life, so I'm training my son. It's 120 gil per night. Yeah, you know what? Let's reward them. They're doing a good job. We'll take a nap. Star Fury Zeta, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. We're winding down too. I don't know how much longer we're gonna go. This has been a very voice-heavy one. A lot of reading. And a lot of reading when you're tired. It really gets to you. That Zidane doesn't even stop by to say hello. What are you staring at? Are you really that tough? Try me. I don't go looking for trouble, but I'll fight back if trouble finds me. Why don't you apologize, and maybe I'll forgive you. Ha! Stop right now, or I will charge both of you with disorderly conduct. Hey, what's going on here? Zidane. I'd love to stop and talk, but I'm busy right now. Is she a friend of yours? Then tell her who I am. Tell her I'm the Flaming Amarant. Sorry, Amarant. She's just a little worked up about something. Sorry, babe. They're my friends. Will you let them go for my sake? Sure. Princess Garnet asked us to give special treatment to you, Master Vivi and Miss Freya. Dagger. I see. Thanks. Hey, Freya. Stop being so mad, alright? Do you know why I'm really mad? It's because of you. Where have you been? Dagger is about to become queen, and you're off wandering about. Have you found out anything more about Kuja? Well, answer me. Well, I tried to find more info, but look, if Kuja was responsible for taking Dagger's Eidolons and killing Braun, who was working with him? Don't you think he'd come after Dagger again? I know. But what can I do? I couldn't even talk to her, remember? I don't even know if I can protect her. Besides, she's gonna be queen. She'll have all the guards she'll need. She won't need me. But Zidane, I think Dagger wants to see you. So let's go see her. Yeah. But we'll leave as soon as we're done. Zidane, you're not getting away from me. You still owe me a rematch. Suit yourself. Did we actually form a party? We did form a party. Yeah, let's go to the castle. Can we ring this bell? Can I ring a Mariner bell? I want to ring it. Yes, let me ring. Oh, no. I just got an ether instead. Can I ring this bell? Nope, I just got a Phoenix Pinion instead. I mean, at least there was something. At least they knew I wanted to ring a bell. Whoa. This place is intimidatingly cool. No. Hey! You can reach the harbor by riding the Neptune statue. I don't know, do I want to go to the harbor? I don't think I want to go to the harbor. I kind of wanted to go to the top of the tower. Didn't that tower just go up before? Wait, I saw an exclamation mark. I missed something. I need it. Whew, that was close. Nope. Nope. Okay. I guess into the castle we go. Ah, let go! Ouch! This is no way to treat a lady. Quit screaming or I'll throw you into the dungeon. Ah! What happened, Aiko? Zidane! Oh, it was horrible. He called me a liar and a loudmouth and a brat. He's right. What did you just say? Do you want to repeat that? Man, I hate kids. Calm down a little. What is your name? Me? I'm Aiko. Aiko Carol of Medane Sari. From Medane Sari? Why, I've never heard of it. Don't you know anything? Medane Sari is a... Silence! What are you all doing here? This is the royal castle. You do not belong here. Hello, Mr. Steiner. Master Vivi! A pleasure to see you again. We came here to see Dagger. The princess? If that is Master Vivi's wish, I shall arrange a meeting. You all wait right here. Hey, I think once again we're seeing behind the curtain a little too much here. We're seeing some bad stuff is happening on the other side of this door. Princess, we are ready. Thank you for coming, everyone. She looks beautiful. Wow, you look beautiful. Splendid. Zidane, have you nothing to say? No. Princess, we must go now. Zidane. All right. Dagger, wait! Dagger, is this the last time we're ever gonna see each other? Oh, no, of course not. I won't be able to wander around the world with you anymore. But I'll never forget our journey together. Dagger, I wanted us to remain good rivals forever. Rivals. Aiko, you say funny things sometimes. Oh, there's some things I wanted to give you. Let's trade the jewels as a symbol of our friendship. 2 of my jewels. 2 of my jewels. Goodbye, Aiko. Hey guys, I don't think Beatrix kept walking past that door. None of them did. They all stopped right there. I still see them. Why didn't you say anything to her, Zidane? Steiner should be voiced by Matt Berry. It would be good. I don't know. I tried. And I couldn't say anything. I had a whole speech ready for her. But it would have been a lie. How could I lie to her? Good luck, Dagger. I'll be watching you from afar. Come find me if you need someone to talk to. It's a big fat lie. That's not how I feel at all. That's not how I feel at all. So, there's only room for Dagger in Zidane's heart. I wish I hadn't written that stupid letter. Zidane looks so sad. Isn't there anything I can do for him? Ah! Zidane, I hate you! You insensitive fool! You don't even know how I feel. I feel bad about ditching him, but I really don't like seeing him tonight. I gotta hide before he shows up. Shoot! Someone's coming. Could it be Zidane? There's no one here, bro. I guess I'm early. Maybe. I wonder who wrote you that love letter. Well, just read the letter. I bet she's beautiful. Really? Are you sure you didn't write it yourself? I mean, you caught the letter falling from the floor above you, right? I'm telling you, she was too shy to hand me the letter herself. And if you don't think I'm a ladies' man, you're wrong. Chicks are intimidated by good-looking guys. That's why someone's coming. Marcus, don't interrupt me while I'm talking. Let's hide, bro. All right. I must tighten up security around the castle from now on. Dusk to dawn, rain or shine, I must patrol the castle. Right clear. Left clear. Huh? It's a piece of paper. This looks like a letter. Let's see. When the night sky wears the moon as its pendant, I shall await you at the dock. My goodness! This is a love letter! Who wrote it to whom? No address or addressee. Did someone drop it here, knowing that I would pass by? Who could it have been? Steiner. Beatrix. Was it you? Are they in love? Bro. Shh, quiet. Steiner. Beatrix. Oh, what's gonna happen? My nose is bleeding. Then stick your thumb in it. Achoo! Achoo! Boss? Oh, you totally ruined the scene! That's Zidane. Where did he go? Who knows? I'll go look for him. Ah! Hey, watch it. I'm not in a good mood right now. Stay out of my way. Excuse me. Have you seen a young lady named Aiko? Oh, she teleported. Oh. It's the nerdy guy. You're as energetic as ever. Yep, I'm always energetic. But I'm actually hurting on the inside from being rejected by Zidane. Did you say something? No, I didn't. Didn't you come here to talk to me about something? Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Your village, what was the name? Madain Sari? Yes, I wanted to ask you a few questions about Madain Sari. Sure, I'll tell you everything I know. You help me out. But why don't we go to your place? We can relax there. To my home? My home is located in Trino. It's a bit far from here. Trino? Sounds like a cool place. I'm really interested in sightseeing. I want to go there. I'm coming with you. There's a card game tournament going on in Trino right now. I want to participate. No, you don't, Zidane. No, you don't. A card game tournament? That sounds fun. I want to go too. I'd like to go as well. Trino, huh? Ha ha ha! Quite a party this is becoming. It would be my pleasure. We shall all go to Trino. There's still mist here. Kinda looks like the Tifa tree before we got rid of the mist. I don't think the mist is as dense as it was before. Yes, I heard you all stopped the mist. The mist permeated through the roots. That is probably why it still lingers here. This is a gargant. Yes, shall we? Man, a lot of people on this gargant. No one is here. Is no one here, really? Yes. These two. Sure you are about that. That is enough. Now, we do what? We are going to ask Princess Garnet if we can return to the castle. Return to the castle? Can we really? I will not know until... We must hide. Looks like no one's here. Yeah. I guess this is about the only thing we can do for Zidane. Keep up the night watch and preserve Alexandria's peace. Yeah, I think so too. What a peaceful night. It's almost scary. Okay, let's finish our rounds. Alright. That was close. Now what? We cannot stay as long as those meddlers are here. We must leave Alexandria. I never knew about this secret passage. I apologize for the lack of space. It's fine. Hey, Amaranth, have you been here before? What about you? Me? I've been to every place where there are beautiful women. Can we talk about Madain Sari later? I want to go sightseeing. Oh, well, of course, there's no hurry. What are you staring at? Let's go. Who? Me? Yes, you. This is my first time in Trino. Show me around. Then I shall go as well. I'll take this chance to relax. What about you, Amaranth? I don't understand him. You know, today is the last day for the card game tournament registration. Well, then I better go register. I'm a skilled card player. Please let me know if you need assistance. Hey, I'm not so out of practice that I'd need your help. I see. Good luck. I don't know. I don't think I've played it enough. I think we're in trouble. Why didn't I invite Zidane? Yeah. Those two are thick like bricks. They don't realize how they feel about one another until they're apart. What do you mean? Ugh, you big dope. Okay, listen carefully. Zidane really likes Dagger, but Zidane wants to act cool, so they misunderstand each other and end up fighting. Now do you understand? Not really. Zidane wouldn't stop acting cool in front of me either. It's so hopeless. Hey, what's that? Is that the card stadium? Hey, wait. She's gone. Hey, you're... Huh? Why don't you play some people before the tournament begins and collect some better cards? If you run low on cards, I will give you some of mine. I mean, I'm kinda okay with not playing cards. Am I really gonna have to play cards? I never expected to run into you again. Thank you very much for your help on the airship. Hey, no worries. My master is a good man. Anyone else would have refused. You should thank my master. He's the one who agreed to take you to Alexandria for free. Yeah. So, how was the play? Did you like it? Yeah. Wasn't there an accident during the show? Were you okay? Oh, well, yeah, I was okay. Good. Well, I gotta get back to work. Hey, don't you live near Trino? Yes, I do. Your family must be worried. Go home soon. See you. But Grandpa's gone. Well, since I'm so close to home, I might as well stop by. I don't know if that was the right decision, but it was a decision I made. Nothing's changed. Damn it, that bird lady didn't fall for it. Gotta find my next scam. Damn. Ain't you gonna apologize for that? Hey, I'm talking to you. Don't you know who I am? No. What? I'm the infamous... Huh? I've seen you somewhere before. You're the flaming amaranth. I'm sorry. What happened, Amaranth? That guy was totally frightened. Oh man, all the voices are getting to my throat. Oh, I know. You were being a bully, weren't you? My grandpa always told me that bullies are actually cowards. Just leave me alone. So he's traveling with a kid. I never knew the Flaming Amaranth had a soft spot for kids. Well now, excuse me. So weird. Amaranth, where are you going? So weird. Hello. That girl with the ribbon in her hair and the boy with the pointy hat look suspicious. Well, they were suspicious. You know, that's just the way it goes. Alright, well, I am going to go ahead and officially call it there for the day. That's going to be the stream. It's getting late. My throat, we've been reading a lot. This was a talkie, this episode. Not a lot of fighting, a lot of reading, and all the voices are just in my head, and it's all making me very sleepy. So that is going to be the stream. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Tomorrow is core, so no Final Fantasy tomorrow. We will be doing core over on the Frog Pants channel, so make sure you stop by and check it out. And beyond that, should be back Friday. There is a chance it might get canceled. Just sort of depends on how things are going around here. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at John_Jagger. I will let you know when I'm going live. Otherwise, I will catch you all next time. Thank you so much for being here. Catch y'all later. Bye, everybody.